EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also come in 0-2, and they'll be looking to avoid the dreaded 0-3 hole. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 2 makes it third down.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, good move. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Right back to him on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards on the pickup there.
A gain of 11 on the play. Results in a first down.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
2nd and 3. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup and a first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. And we're going the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now here's Vic. He'll try and do this himself. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Play action now. Vic out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
At the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, no running here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
To the yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Vic now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
And already already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Jones will come now in motion right. Throwing, Vick. He'll try to pick it up himself. Vick into the slot, and he's got the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in his 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Result is a first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A big win there defensively on second and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up third.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, they got him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know the guy's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Middle, and that's complete. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Still first down.
To throw, Vic. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 11 now.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Vic to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
The play fake, Vic. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
and his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
124 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
It's a gain of 10. Result is a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 7 from the 20.
Number 47. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 7 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their cornerback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The offense will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he is not going to make it to the goal line, so the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game.
Our home team, 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Footwork. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
At the 38-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line. Vic readies to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On the arc, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Vic. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
It's a big number 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A slant to Jones. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. A little juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Cook running his slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's a 43-yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Vic now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He juked him, and he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Vic. He'll try and do this himself. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as he moves the chains as well. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. We're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Here's Vic. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Gets past one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball.
36-yard line.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.